doing a hair tutorial on this hair right here. This is kind of like my loose bouncy curls look, and every time I wear it in a video, I get comments below that video that were like, can you please do a hair tutorial on that? So I decided that I would film that for you guys today. I'm not gonna make this a super long intro. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started on step-by-step instructions on how you guys can achieve this hair. All I've done to my hair so far is while I was in the shower this morning, I washed it with the Redken Extreme shampoo and conditioner. Then when I got out, I combed through with a wide tooth comb and then applied 2 squirts of the Redken Satin Wear Blow Dry Lotion. After I blow dried my hair, I applied the Tresemme Heat Tamer Spray. I find that sometimes I apply the Heat Tamer Spray like in between the layers while I'm curling or straightening my hair, but sometimes I forget. So I find that if I just completely do my entire head of hair before I even start curling or straightening it, that way I don't have the option to forget. So I went ahead and did this and let it dry, and then now we are ready to start curling our hair. So I'm just going to brush through my hair one more time, make sure I don't have any knots whatsoever in my hair, and then I'm going to go ahead and divide it. I'm just going to take my 2 index fingers right above my ears and do kind of like a straight line to the back. So wow, this shirt looks real weird like this. Okay, and then I'm going to twist this up and clip it out of our way like that. And then you just want to divide your hair in half in the back, bring it through, comb through a little bit, and then now we are ready to start curling. So I always like to start with this side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take about half of it. So I'm going to divide this into 2 halves. Depending on how thick your hair is, you're going to want to do, you know, the right amount. You want it all to be able to be heated through with the curling iron, so you don't want to grab that big of a chunk. And then I'm going to take my curling iron. This is my tried and true Hot Tools. I think this is a 1 inch. It might be a 1 1/4 inch, but I'm pretty sure it's a 1 inch. It's actually kind of dirty. This is a curling iron that I've had for so long, but I love it. Now, if you have a curling iron that doesn't have this little clip thing on it, that would be ideal. But if you do, all you want to do is kind of hold it open. So you want to take it in the hand that is on the opposite side of the hair that you're curling and go over your head like this. I really hope I don't burn myself because I'm using the camera for my mirror and I can't really see very well. Okay, and then you just want to wrap the hair around, and there I go burning. Okay, I'm going to let it sit for a second, and depending on how hard your hair is to curl, you want to set the heat settings correctly. So I'm going to hold it for a second, and then I'm going to kind of pull it. As I pull it down, you'll see it looks really curly, but I promise it will get a little softer. So again, with the other side, this is all you do. You do this to your whole head. I've gotten to where I can do this hairstyle really quickly. It probably takes me 15 minutes from start to finish when I am doing it just for my everyday, but for filming this tutorial, it may take me a little longer. So same thing on this side. I'm going to divide my hair into 2 equal parts, and then I'm going to take the curling iron in the opposite hand, go over my head, and go ahead and start curling. As I do this one, I'm actually going to get close so you guys can see what I'm doing. You'll see that as I'm wrapping it around, I'm not letting my hair twist. I find that sometimes the hair will kind of try to twist it on itself. That will give you a completely different looking curl. If you want to try that out, I think it's cute, but I don't think that it's exactly what we're going for this look. And then I'm just going to pull it out. So they look really curly right now, but don't hairspray them or anything like that. I have hard to curl hair, so I was terrified that the curls were going to fall, but one day I was like, you know what, just do it. Try it out. I did, and I actually really liked the way it turned out. So then I am going to take my hair and pull 2 more sections down and just repeat the same steps. And as I divide this hair in the back, as I pull it forward, I'm actually going to put the curled sections in the back so I can keep track of what hair was curled and what I still need to curl. It just kind of helps it a little bit more. So now we're just going to do the same exact steps. I wanted to let you guys know that as we're curling our hair, we're wrapping it away from our face. So depending on which side you're curling, just make sure that you're wrapping away instead of forward. You can change up the amount of hair you use for each curl. If you do some with a little more hair and then some with less, it's just going to give you a little bit more dimension while you're curling it. But I wouldn't recommend for this look to alternate going away from your face and towards your face. It's just a personal preference, but you guys can try it however you would like. Going different directions is going to give you more of a beachy wave and less of a loose curl. Since I part my hair on the side, I only have one more layer to do on this side, but two to do on this side. So I'm gonna do the one more layer and then show you how you do the final section of hair. So now that we just have one layer left on both sides, what we're gonna do for this is instead of taking the curling iron all the way to your root, you're actually not gonna start it until the top of your ears. So I'll show you kind of what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and take one of my pieces of hair and then grab the curling iron and start it lower than you were. So it's about at the top of my ear. Oh. And then when you let go, do the same thing, kind of pull it out a little bit so that it's not too stiff. And again, for this side, you don't want to start curling the hair all the way at the roots. You want to bring it down a little bit. So this is my last piece. So now I'm just gonna kind of go actually look in the real mirror and see if there are some sections I need to touch up. And this is where if you have layers, if some of the ends didn't curl quite right, you can touch those up. So I'll be right back, and in the meantime, I'm just gonna kind of be letting my hair cool. Surprisingly, I only had a few pieces that I needed to touch up, which is kind of crazy considering the fact that I'm looking in a mirror that is about this big, and it's actually not even a mirror. It's a opposite-sided like camera projection. It like completely, when I move this hand, I think it's that one. Does that make sense? Anyways, okay, so now I've let my hair cool. You don't want to complete this next step until your hair is completely cool. I like to say about 5 minutes from doing your last curl, but even 60 seconds would be better than going ahead and doing this. So now you want to take a wide tooth comb just like this, and I'm going to start on this side, and I'm just going to do one comb through each of the sections. So one at the front, one at the back, and then one underneath. And then I'm going to go to this side and do the same thing. One at the back, one at the front, one underneath. Now, like I said earlier, I have hard to curl hair. I was absolutely so scared that when I did this step, it was just gonna completely, my hair was gonna be straight again. And I was like, what did I spend all that time curling my hair to have straight hair? But you'll see it actually just makes your hair have a little bit more body, a little more bounce. And I feel like you wouldn't necessarily think that. The more you comb through it, the looser the curls are going to get. And then when they are to satisfied looseness, I guess, you want to spray them in place, but I wouldn't recommend using too much hairspray because you still want it to be like movable and stuff. You don't want it to be like all stiff and together. So this is L'Oreal's Elle Satin. This says it's extra strong hold, but it's not. I don't think it's that strong hold. And I don't really like the scent of this hairspray, but I heard that they either came out or they're coming out with an unscented or like a new scent. So I'm excited to try that because I don't really like the scent of this. But what I'm gonna do is just lightly mist my hair, and I'm not gonna use too much. And then our hair is done. That's it for the hair tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have a couple more hair tutorials that will be coming up on this channel very, very soon that I have planned for you guys. And if you have any requests on hair tutorials, you can leave them in the comments below. You can also tweet them to me, email them to me, anything like that if you have a picture inspiration you want to send me. Also, if you want to film a video response doing this, I would love to see how it turns out on you guys. So again, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you later.